Today I have a really important Kali lesson for you. We're going to be talking about the different striking energies that you can do, and we're going to work this across different categories of Kali. We're going to take a look at it on the stick, the knife, and also the staff, which then you can understand the transference of skill across all the other areas of Kali. So let's grab our gear and let's get to our training. So when it comes to our striking in Kali, no matter what weapon we have in our hand or the absence of weapons, there's only 3 energies that we can use to strike with. And you probably hear me say these pretty often in other videos, but I just want to make this one to clarify it in case anybody is kind of not quite understanding these 3 terminologies. And the first one is fluid strikes. And what a fluid strike is that we're going to take any strike and we're striking all the way through the center line. So basically I'm starting on one side of my body, I'm going all the way through the center line, and then the strike ends, it finishes on the other side of the body. And this can be any strike here. We're not talking about angles, we're just talking about energies here. So I can come upward, there's a fluid strike, upward, there's a fluid strike, vertical, there's a fluid strike, horizontal, a fluid strike, diagonal, a fluid strike. Even our thrusts can be fluid, a fluid forehand, and a fluid backhand right there. Maybe even the center line fluid just like that. Okay, so we're just looking at the body going right down the middle of the body, and that is our line where our strikes are gonna pass through to be fluid strikes. Now on the vertical strikes, the ones that are coming right down on that vertical line, then we're gonna go ahead and use our navel, use our belly button right there. If we go past that belly button, then that's a fluid strike. On the upward vertical, if we go past it, that's a fluid strike as well. The energy number 2 is our broken strikes. Now a broken strike is kind of the opposite of the fluid strike. We're gonna strike to the center line this time, and then we're gonna retract it. We're gonna strike to the center line and then retract it. And we can do this on any angle, okay? Doesn't really matter there. Okay. Even our thrusts can be broken right there. And when you're getting into some manipulations like the batiks, these are also broken energies, right? Because we're hitting and then we're retracting. So the retraction is going back to the same side of the body that the strike initiated from. It doesn't always have to go back to the same position though. So I could strike a broken 1 and then retract it and then come up a 3. Or I could strike a broken 4 and then come back down in angle 2. So you can play around with that. Now there is another different kind of broken strike. We do have a manipulation that is, you know, in my mind I would refer to be maybe like a little bit more advanced. Just advanced in understanding it. And we have what's called the V strike. And what the V strike is I'm gonna strike my angle 1 right to the center line, and this time I'm gonna rechamber, I'm gonna pull it back to chamber, but I'm gonna go to my 2. So it is hitting to the center and then retracting, it's just going to the other side. So this is still a broken strike because it's not going fluid, it's going straight to the center and then I'm pulling it back. So that is still a broken strike because it hits to the center and then it retracts. But again, it's a little bit more of an advanced variation of it just because you're pulling it to the opposite side of your body. Our third and final energy for strikes is our circular energy or circular strikes. And this can work pretty much on any angle here as well. So we can go into any circles here. Just want you to start creating circles with your weapon. So we have like what's called our circular 1. We can go into our forehand vertical redondo. Redondo is another term for repeat over and over and over again, which is circular. And we can come around the head with the overhead. Notice that this could be a horizontal strike. This could be a diagonal strike. And we can come back around on our circular angle 2. This could be a small circle. This could be a larger circle. This can go all the way around, wrapping around the head. And this can go on the horizontal line. We go into a circular angle 3 here, or circular angle 4 here. We can have small circles. Look, where the tip does not, go behind my body here, right? It stays in front of my body. We can go into a large circle where the tip travels all the way behind my body. We can go on our backhand vertical redondos here. I can strike my horizontal circular kind of jabs right here, or my forehand ones, and go into more of a circular type of thrusts. Circular thrusts here. And go into our wrist cut circulars. Great exercise right here for your wrist flexibility. So play around, just making different circles with your weapon. Let's take a look at these energies with the knife this time. So in the forward grip, we have our fluid strikes. So if we wanted to keep it nice and simple, we can keep this on our angles 1 and 2, but you could also play around with your horizontals and play around with your verticals as well. We have our broken strikes, hitting to the center and retracting. And again, we can work with all these different angles. The vertical, the hand goes to the belly button or the navel for the broken strikes. And we have our circular strikes. Now we're just making circles with the hands. Small circles, large circles where the tip goes behind us, small circles where the tip stays in front of us. Okay. And just make some circles here. And of course you can switch the grip and you can work this with your fluid strikes, your broken strikes, and your circular strikes. And you're just working between these different energies. And then you can just start mixing them up. Your fluids, your broken, your circular, back to fluid. And you can start adding this into your carenza or your solitary free flow. So let's close this video out with a little bit of staff movement and just see where you could identify these 3 different energies. I'm gonna go nice and slow, try to keep it very easy, and just using our visual acuity and seeing, is it a fluid strike? Where's the broken strikes? Where's the circular strikes? This is a great way to enhance your own weapon handling skills. Just take a day and just play around with some carenza with different weapon categories, single stick, double stick, spotty adaga, staff, knife, everything, even your empty hands, and just focus on the energies, the fluid, the broken, and the circular energies, and don't worry so much about what angle you're striking on or tactic as far as slash or thrust. Just focus and think about the energies.